All right, folks, we're going to call the meeting to order. And I want to welcome everybody. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. And Paul, would you please lead us in the pledge?
Yes, sir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yay. Roll call, Mr. Howell. Here. Mr. Sigmund. Here. And I'm here. So we have everybody on board. Any communications or requests to speak or anything?
Won't beat your boy.
We do not have,
No communications?
nope, nobody, and there's nobody here to speak either.
All right. Let's move right on to the approval of the minutes of the last meeting on December 18th.
Make a motion that we approve the meetings that were on the minutes from the meeting on December 18th.
Second, of course, been duly seconded. Any questions, discussion, hearing none? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Jump right now to the financial items, Mr. Manager.
Yes, I want to turn it forward to Bob Davis.
That's be quick and sweet. Nothing really. I mean, the plant's running along just fine. Not time to point out on chemicals. It is what it is.
That's it.
And just for clarification, this last meeting, I know you brought it up to me in staff meeting, but I just want you to tell board members the reasoning for Jason's comment about we're going to have to probably readjust the chemicals.
Oh, yeah, I had that marked down, but I know it wasn't.
It was on our
We've
report.
used a lot more water, this year than we did previous year at this time.
Yeah.
So that's also why the chemical cost goes up compared to what it
All
was.
that's
Because I know-
construction related.
So you're saying as we're having all this extra usage of water has to be treated, of course,
Yes,
which is, so that's very easy to explain.
Yeah.
We'll know this going into next year's, that's because we're preparing a budget now, going into next year with what construction activity can do for our accountability.
Because-
we can start adjusting the budget going into next year.
Because when I do the budget, I look at the prior year's chemical usage and kind of, because it's going to correlate with the amount of water that's being used.
Sure, absolutely.
So I take the 12 months worth of chemical usage and what the cost is and how much is being used. And I apply the new rates of when the bids come in, I apply the new rates for the amount of usage is going to be used. And that's how we come up with what the expense is going to be for chemical for the budget. So, and of course, with the water usage being up, that wasn't taken into consideration because we were using less than 200 million gallons in a month, and now we're well above 200 million gallons a month. So it's
Percentage.
percentage increase here was not
We
accounted
had no
for because of
idea.
the project.
With this project,
That's,
what it was
to me, it's just common sense.
Yeah.
It happens.
So
The other thing we'll probably talk about on account for water loss. We need to get a handle on that with these contractors and so on.
yeah, because I'll get on the water loss.
Okay, we'll talk about that
in a minute.
Okay, any questions
Any more
on this?
questions for Bob?
and if you guys want to see those numbers, I can always give them to the GM.
Okay, guys?
Okay, we just need you all to accept the report as presented.
Okay,
I'll make a motion that we accept the report as presented.
Second.
then moving to second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay. Vendor history reports, this is for month and year ending.
Yeah.
Year to date ending December 31st, 25.
All right.
Thank you, Bob.
You should have in your packet there the vendor history reports for the fiscal year
Yeah, I got it down.
from 7/1 to 12/31, and then the detailed statement for 12/1 to 12/31. If you ever guys have any questions, then I can answer those, but there's nothing out of the ordinary there for those.
I looked through
Day
it.
to day.
I'm sure you guys had a chance to review it. I was one company I didn't know what they did or whatever, because sometimes there's no description. But it's
Probably
not-
Cochran and Son is the one that's putting our building in. Down here.
That may have been the one I saw.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's an unusual one there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. We did pay that this past
Yeah,
month. Sorry.
I think that was one of them. Maybe I saw one or two of them. That the name sounded familiar, but I didn't know what it was. Okay. Any questions, guys? All right, we have to vote on this again too.
Yep.
All right, how about approval on the vendor history report?
So moved.
Seconded, okay. Any further?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Okay, motion
Counted
carries.
for water loss report.
Okay. All right. We'll do things a little bit different this time because, like I said, like we talked about, like this past in November, they used 201 million that we actually would have pushed out into the system. But our net monthly sales and the usage was 132 million, and then bulk water usage was, here's the good one here is the bulk water usage from the month of October to the month of November, it went up 300,000 gallons.
Bulk water sales.
Yeah, the bulk water, well, in gallons that were pulled out of that machine down there.
That's because we have an accurate count.
And like I said, it's gone up. We haven't had bulk water usage that high and since probably the
How long has that,
2014 maybe.
how long has that system been in place now?
Fully operational, probably just a few months of fully operational getting.
That's probably a big reason why we're getting real numbers.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say.
Other time it was
It's a huge increase and
Water was on the ground.
When,
People
well,
had to sign a paper. We couldn't read their handwriting half the time. I mean.
Yeah.
it's very clear that some people are taking advantage of it.
Yes.
A lot better counted.
So it's actually doing its job and it's doing what we thought it would do. It is showing the increase. Well, it's showing the actual usage.
We're actually going into our fourth month.
All right, well, that's good news.
And then our net gallons lost for the month of November was 67,730,000 for a total finished loss or percent lost finished of a 30.96%, which brings our total unaccounted for this year up to 26.92. So hopefully the projects we can start getting some of that in from the projects and hopefully start reducing that, but that number's gonna be hard to reduce because we've already got basically 5 months in and that's a lot of usage to actually try to bring that percentage down. So
Well,
it takes a lot more to bring it down now at this point.
To me, the whole report is called unaccounted water loss.
Yeah.
When we have accountability from the fire department, these contractors and everybody, that number should come down if we can track it.
It's
Somebody makes comment, and that's the number we're concerned about. It's unaccountable, what we don't know, that's the part.
yeah, that's the big part.
Okay,
Bobby, do you know if they are getting those reports to?
They're going to Dave or Dave. I asked them about it and they said they've still continued to send them to those two.
Okay. So
Anytime they have a leak,
he's
they open a
incorporating
hydrant
that.
or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think.
And they're
it's
still
been
sending-
for a while. I'll
Yeah.
ask.
he's still and then Dave incorporates it in his.
The one on Maine was probably a big one. No one was able to record that.
big breaks are.
Second Maine, that was a big break that.
There's no road bill in.
Yeah, we couldn't account.
We know it, we just can't count how much it
Yeah.
was.
You can guess. I mean, you can guess.
There's no way it's scientifically,
No.
okay. Let's get a motion to approve this report then. Okay, the unaccounted for water loss.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. We've had some discussion. Hearing none. Everybody say aye. Okay, let's do it.
All right, we have a guest on Zoom. It's Jared Gillespie with Lone Associates. He has completed the audit report, which is in front of you all for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025. And he's going to walk through that with us. So Jared, you have the floor. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you all for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Well, I'll just kind of jump right into it, and then you all can ask any questions that you may have. The first thing I usually start off with is it was an unqualified opinion, which is a clean opinion. So no major issues. There were some adjusting entries. We discussed those. Jason made those right away, got them back to me, cleared it all up.
That's Jason, our finance director.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Yeah, some of the adjustments were due to a change in accounting principles that required adjustments, so we had no choice. Some were just a difference in opinion with the way the prior auditors felt it should be recorded, and we discussed that and made those changes. But overall, the changes, all the information provided was, excellent. It was provided quickly. It was all there. It was organized extremely well. So we had no issues with the audit. It resulted in no audit findings. So an unqualified opinion with no audit findings. Nothing really major to discuss. Several of the adjustments had to do with the project, just getting those some of those numbers lined out and kind of following accounting principles in a little different way, and making sure that everything was all reported in the same period so that it matched and it better reflected your financial situation. So, uh, but other than that, I think you all probably hit on I think they go over the financial situation of the utility pretty often and pretty well. So you all probably don't need me to go over the detailed financial statements, but it did result in, let's see, there was a profit last year, but a large portion of that profit had to do with capital contributions. But net of the capital contributions, it was about a $2 million profit for the year. Um, I'm not sure what questions you all may have related to the audit or our process or anything that we went over. But anything else you all want, any questions you all may have, feel free to ask.
I really don't have a question, but I'm an old guy here, age-wise too. I've been through many audits, not only here, but the city and various other organizations in this community I've been involved in. This is probably the most thorough audit I've seen. I mean, in the detail, and then to have the outcome for you to ratify or agree to our financial standing. I really appreciate that. I know it was a lot of work, and I'm sure you worked our finance director a lot on this one, and appreciate the work you did. And it's always good to get a good outcome, and we enjoy it. But to me, when I look at this, it kind of like substantiates that what we do here is on the up and up and run very financially responsible. So thanks for what you did on this. I know I'm praising this audit, but I think it's one of the best ones I've seen. Mr. Manager, you seen them thorough like this before?
I have seen thorough ones like this.
This company here, Lowers and Associates, did a very good job.
Lowe's and Associates.
Oh, Lowe's and Associates.
I know Jared through the West Virginia Rural Water Association, and he does a really good job for us at the West Virginia Rural Water Association. And I was glad that he bid on this and got it. Jared does a very good job, very good job. And
Thank you.
I want to commend Jason for keeping our finances in order and commend him for a job well done as well. He did a good job, Jason.
Do you have
So,
anything?
for the sake of our friend out in the press, Jared, what a clean audit says is that an independent auditor has certified that the financial controls of the utility are compliant with all the laws and regulations. Is that correct?
More or less, we're a little more, I guess, legal ease on it. We're saying that we could not find anything where we did not find any material misstatements that went uncorrected, and we did not note any internal control findings where there was a lapse in internal control. We can never say they don't exist, but we're saying in all our testing, we could not find any. So.
Thank you.
Anything you have, Chad?
No,
Paul?
I asked about.
I was just wondering that the title says Water Board of the City of Clarksburg, or in our official name, Clarksburg Water Board.
It is, but since we're incorporated through charter, he has to put that on there.
Yeah, we use just the official name that was documented, and that's what appeared to be the official name. So,
Well, like on our deeds for our property, it says
This is
Clarksburg
Clarksburg
Water
Water
Board.
Board.
But here it had Clarksburg Water Board. How was it listed, Paul?
This
This
is
is
water
city.
board of the city of Clarksburg.
Oh, the city of Clarksburg. Well, I think the inference is that the city has control over the water board, and it's a separate total entity, right?
It's incorporated
And the
through
title
charter.
is Clarksburg Water Board.
And he recites that in the report.
Yes. He does our structure, how we're made up.
Right, I just never heard it referred to as the Water Board of the
I
City
did
of
the same thing
Clarksburg.
when I seen the first audit, didn't I? I questioned you. He says that's the way it's been since he's been
But that's the way
doing corporation.
And we are the water board of the city, but not the city council.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
we had reviewed prior reports, and that was the way it seems to have always been shown. So we just kind of went with the typical way.
So what Jared needs
We have
is
to have an authorization
for
approving
you
this.
to, there's two motions. You need to approve the audit report.
Yeah.
And then he has a representation letter, which is the next agenda item, that you need to approve and authorize president and another board member to sign off on.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we approve the audit report.
Okay, it's on the
Second.
floor, seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, can we go ahead and go right to this, or?
And then you can go right to the representation. You want to explain to them what that representation letter means, Jared?
Yeah, that representation letter, it is deemed the most important part of an audit to an auditor. And all it's saying, I can tell you right now, everything that's in that is what the auditing standards say we must receive. And it's basically just saying that you all have not lied to us about anything. If you knew about it, you told us about it. You know, you didn't hide any material misstatements. Uh, you didn't have any legal issues that you were hiding from us. That's essentially all it is, that if you all knew about it, you told us about it, you didn't lie about it. That's the gist of the rep letter, is that
Yeah.
you're agreeing that you told us everything that we asked and you told us truthfully.
I can understand that process, and we're just attesting to the fact that we were open and honest with everything that provided.
Correct.
Okay. We need a motion to
Motion to approve.
authorize the president and a board member to sign it.
So moved.
Second.
Which board member?
This guy,
Paul?
I don't know if you write cursive for him.
I'm young enough, I'm old enough to recognize.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you. We'll sign it for you, Jared. Thank you very much.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
I have it here to get signed, and I'll have Jason send it to you after the meeting.
All right, thank you very much. And it can just be scanned and emailed. That's an easy way. And as
Okay.
soon as we get that, we'll file the audit report with you all and with the state auditor, and that'll kind of finish this audit up.
Perfect.
Let me ask a question real quickly. Is this a 2-year contract, 3-year? What is this?
3-year
contract?
3-year.
Good deal. We'll be seeing you over the next couple of years here.
Will you upload it to the clearinghouse?
I'll,
Is that what you
that's
did?
what I did. I sent it to the West Banco
Gotcha.
trust account. Perfect.
Okay.
Is it okay to?
He just got uploaded to the state auditors.
Well, we do have to go through the audit clearinghouse because it was a single audit. So we will also do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it okay at some point that we're very open and transparent, this board here. I know a couple people in town have been saying we're not, but like our meetings are even televised on YouTube. Could we, after what step can we publish this publicly? I mean, we'd like to put it on our.
Once I get that rep letter returned to me, I will email a signed copy to you all. And then we will also mail out some hard copies to you all. But I can't do that until I get that signed copy back. So
That's what I was wondering about the timing on it.
if you can get me that signed rep letter back by 5 o'clock today, you'll have this in your email by 5 o'clock. If not today, then it'll be.
The thing is, we want to put it on our website.
Yeah.
So people can go in and look themselves. Okay.
Yeah, I'll get it.
All righty. Thank you, Jared.
All right, thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jared. Job well done, buddy.
Thanks
All
for
right,
being
thank
with
you
us.
very much.
All
Thank
right,
you.
let's move
Bye.
right
Take care,
on.
buddy.
Thanks. You too.
Mr. Manager, let's move right on to your report.
Oh, Steve's just dying to jump up on the floor here, sir.
I'll probably give an update on.
Absolutely. I'll turn it over to Bobby. Bobby,
I'll let Bobby do the construction. and
Now, we're talking for the television audience. This is,
The Water System Improvements Project
Bobby,
Phase 3A is what we're gonna talk about right now.
You have seen the views on these videos, right? It's like
But-
2-3
Yeah,
people.
that's 2 or 3. Yeah. And I think my mom, one of them.
well, it's Bobby Tenney's we're talking about. There's 3 Bobs in it.
Bobby
People
Tenney.
Contract one's Northview. The main lines have been completed from 13th to 18th Street. Pretty much all the cross streets, they got new lines, all have the new customer services in. They've been installing customer services on the existing main line, which just takes the lead out. Doesn't replace the main, just takes the lead service out and hooking all those customers in. They're on Hamill and Goff headed towards 20th Street. They get to 20th Street, they're basically pretty much halfway done with the project. And they're continuing to work through the winter. Their asphalt crew doesn't work winters, but they're staying behind them, patching their trenches pretty much a day or 2 after them. So they're keeping up with their gravel issue in Northview. Staley, Heartland area, that's completed except for some paving on Heartland and upper South Alexander. They have been doing continuing to do concrete and dress up in the Heartland area. They've moved over across Milford Street. They've finished laying the line up Waverly. They should be done today. They're going to tie that line in on Friday so that they can charge that line up. Ryder, Rodney, Temple Terrace, John, the alley between Ryder and Waverly. So that whole section will be on the new system, and then they're going to move down to Euclid. Kind of do it in stages so they can keep traffic moving through. They go Euclid out to Coolidge.
Can we stop there though? Because we combine Heartland Staley has got a project.
Yep.
On Upper Hart, but from the overpass of the streetcar going at the bridge up to Milford Street. When are they going to finish that part off? Do you know?
As far as paving,
Well,
everything's done except for the paving.
there was no need of putting a line from the bridge to, we go up on the lower part of the street when we're done up to the bridge.
We did, and
But
we
then
skipped
on
the
the-
bridge, and we went from the bridge to Milford already.
You already got that done.
Got that, got Charter, got South Alexander, tied in at
Well, I drive
Musgrave.
across that road. It doesn't seem the same when you
Yeah.
get across the bridge.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's paved below the bridge. The trenches are patched above the bridge. They'll come back in once
Okay.
they can get paving done.
So it's
Yeah.
just trench patch from there.
Just trench patch on the upper part of the bridge.
Okay.
Milford.
That's the last part that they have to do, right, down in that area?
Yeah, that's
So,
all. They still got concrete and dress up. It's just hard to dress up this time of year.
Well, I can understand that. Yeah.
So they'll put something over it, come back, redo it. Contract 3 still on hold just for paving, and that's all they have left to do is probably do some seed mulch when they come back, dress it up. They have to do the right of way again. They did have some valves that they didn't kill on the old system. They needed to bury them going up the right of way towards the Y. That's all they have left to do. Contract 4 is downtown. That's the big one. Pike and Main. We're done from Second all the way east. He's on the west end now. He's got that main line laid from Wendy's. We did the 3 insertion valves. So we tied with the insertion valve in at the Staley Bridge this week. So that line is now, the new line will be charged. They're up in front of McDonald's going towards the Y. When they get to the Y, they're going to split a crew each way. They're going to go up Main and go up Pike to get that done. So then they'll come up here and do Chestnut, and that's pretty much all their work. Do services, same areas, not us, sanitary board, but they're working too. They've got all their main lines in. They just have to do drop inlets with tie-ins to the main line. They've got some sewer service laterals to do.
The work in town from like the Board of Education down past City Hall, they were just supposed to be changing out bolts and.
And we have a bolt crew that's done, I don't know, they've probably done 30 or more, 40. They've done a bunch of valves and fitting bolt replacements. So they're taking the old bolts out one at a time, replacing them, and then they're just rewrapping the fitting. We found a couple.
Not rewrapping, they didn't wrap them.
They didn't wrap this time. And wrapping the fitting.
Well, they
bolts.
had to do that because we had that big breakdown
Yeah.
by the Board of
And
Education.
Yeah, because it wasn't wrapped.
Yeah,
Because
and
it
we
was-
found that we've replaced, I know, maybe 1 or 2 valves that were bad in the system that weren't going to be replaced. We just went ahead and replaced them. There wasn't any way a couple of them were encased in concrete, so we just got them cut out, put a new valve in.
What they do, the area from, I know we had all that fiasco with cold patch and salt and everything, and went to like the putty.
Mhm.
And I know I drive across the road virtually every day. It's like a roller coaster.
It is.
And I hate it like everybody else does, but we got to get it done.
It's
And
getting better.
and it's all of us, the city.
Yeah,
and,
it's getting better because we had a meeting this morning. We have a meeting every 2 weeks with the gas company. They are done with their main. All they have left is 70 services left to do and trench repair. So they're concreting their trenches. So if you see a concrete trench, that's the gas company. So they're getting those areas smoothed out, and the water line up to O'Reilly's, it has been permanently, it has the whole 7 inches of asphalt in it.
Great.
So we still have the sewer and storm trench that's permanent, but we still have to get back into it.
Now, wasn't there an issue though? We presented our plans and we all working together, the gas company, the city and the water board. What happened? We had our line drawn in where it was going to go. Did the gas company come in and use that space?
Yeah.
Came in on top of us.
Yeah, their
Now,
line.
What did that cause us? Would that be an extra
We
cost?
had to move to we had to wait till everybody was done. That's why we're down there. Everybody's done. So we're back in and we picked the spot that was left. We get up there in a certain spot, we'll be able to take their old gas line. We'll be able to pull it out and
Okay.
take their spot. Our plans, and I don't know how was the information they gave us. Somewhere the information came, their gas line was shown in the sidewalk or behind the sidewalk when it was actually 2 feet in front of the curb, which is where our line, we were supposed to be.
That's where we were supposed to be.
Yeah, so.
But does it affect anything like with the water flow, with any of these angles? Of
No,
Okay,
we try to keep,
so you worked it out then.
yeah, it's all worked out.
Now, when they get done,
It's a maze up through there, but.
when
There
they
may
get done,
be some
they'll come.
extra, there may be some extra fittings and parts.
Yeah, we've had to pay, we have an item for, fittings and thrust blocks not shown in plans. So if the gas company comes through and lays a line at 3 feet deep at Sycamore Street, say, and we come up Sycamore Street with the water, we gotta put a T to go up Sycamore Street. Well, guess what we're teed into? The gas line. So we have the fitting down to
Go
get
under.
under them and get back up. So we have a way to, we pay the contractor per the pound of fittings that they bid. It's usually $10 or $12 a pound. Fittings run anywhere from 150 to 300 pounds, depending on what size they are. So we pay them. That's what, how they get paid to get under that gas.
Which is no cost to us.
It's another, it's an added cost.
Yeah, well, now, my last little thing.
That's fine.
On the west end, it's like a roller coaster going
Yeah.
down through there. When they mill that street,
Mhm.
because you got these different elevations, it's like this.
Well, and those,
How
what,
would they
some
get-
of what's there now, we still have to go back in and the contractor has to mill that off. It's probably only got 2 inches of asphalt. It has to be milled down 7 inches. And
So
asphalt
it goes
put-
down to make it smooth and
Yeah,
everything.
I actually told Derek from Bear this morning, we'll probably be in front of you patching and you're gonna come right behind us and mill it off.
Okay, I just wonder how they did
Yeah,
that.
we still have to do some patching down there and the gas company still has to do some patching down there. So it's gonna get better. It's not gonna be smooth. Shouldn't have any potholes in it. It's just gonna be that.
Now, the gas company's also working in neighborhoods.
Yeah, they're kind of up on Locust Avenue, up on Sycamore Street off of that side. Well, I don't know that, and they're back in behind the old post office. I haven't seen them anywhere else unless you have.
I saw a bunch of flags and stuff all down Euclid Avenue.
That's the Miss Utility one call for
Okay,
the water
and then in
project.
the street, I see like a green or pink
Yeah,
stripe.
that's so we know where everything is. We have to call 811.
So you're marking.
That's
things.
existing.
That's just a mark.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have to remark because it gets washed off the road.
Yeah, the flags are better, especially when it's not summer.
Are they finished with their job in the city as far as where they're going, getting close to it? The gas company or do
It
you know?
didn't sound like it this morning. They weren't aware that we had several more projects coming. I kind of think they're kind of thinking, well, if you're gonna do more city streets and pave them, maybe we better do some more lines. So they
That's what I'm
could be
thinking.
back.
What I hate though about the whole thing, they jump in front of us, they tear up the street, walk away from them, we have to pay
Yeah,
curb.
We
curb.
discussed,
And they get a free ride.
we
That's not fair.
discussed that this morning.
That's not a fair deal.
Yeah, no, they need
They need to
to
share in the
pay their
cost of
share for
paving.
the
Yeah,
resurface.
that's,
Okay, I'm done.
you're fine. What,
Paul? You're supposed to
Good
go.
question.
Bear had a question this morning about payment. They said they're about 80 days behind since they've got one. Do you know? The last time checks have been cut.
Yeah,
Rachel Houston sent an email.
That was probably what, Tuesday?
Tuesday.
The requisition 12, if you remember talking about progress meeting, it's been approved.
Okay.
It's going to the next phase. I expect however long it takes to come from the state.
Yeah, because we're still waiting from the requisition, 12, we're still waiting for all the payments from the state on those for the, DWTRF and the EPA. And we're also waiting on requisition 13, which is DWTRF and the EPA on that. I think we got the Virginia matching, but that went to DOS. And I think we already got the WDA, but I think that went to,
How do you determine how they get paid?
it's because
Which
it's,
pot it comes out?
because it's part of that requisition. It's all outlined on the requisition.
all that money rolls in different times.
So are we caught up with the EPA on the customer participation form part? Are we
Yeah,
caught up?
everything is caught up on our part.
Okay. So it's in there for it. So
Yeah, hold up's not on our end.
Yeah, the holdup's not on our end. It's all, when the money comes in from the state, then it's already been allocated where it goes. So once we get it, we have we have it for about a day and make sure everything clears, and then it gets moved to the appropriate account, and then we cut the check.
Okay. The one thing I don't know about is Heartland area, Curtis's PRB. Where are we at?
He's supposed to get me,
You're doing.
yes, yeah, I think we're done, aren't we, Bob, on the ones that we were responsible for, the PRBs, we're done.
Yeah, we just
Except for
gotta
the
get a
two.
waiver, 3
Except
of
for-
us.
Oh, there's 2 of them now. There's 3 of them that did not want it. They want that.
Well, one's got a regulator, he's got 150 at the meter and 40 at the house.
What's down way low?
His regulator's plugged up or something.
Yeah,
We
something's
probably,
there.
we probably did.
Yeah, I
Well,
wouldn't.
obviously.
I'm not crawling there, it's out, sorry, Paul.
Put it out. Oh, yeah, so you know how many you've done and purpose of getting payment.
Okay. I've asked enough
All right,
questions.
now we're gonna go to phase 3B.
All right, 3B, I do need to come back to a couple change orders to discuss those. Are you gonna do that now or?
But that's separate item. You can go ahead and do B, then we'll jump back
Okay.
over, because
So,
he's got a requisition. We have some requisitions, and then you got your change orders.
so phase 3B, where we're at now, we have got what we're calling contract 1, which is the Edgewood, Liberty Edition, not Staley, not Staley.
Adamson.
Part of Gore out there.
Yes, or out that way. So that is 102 plan sheets. So you know, Bobby.
Earn your money,
So,
buddy, earn your
so
money.
tomorrow afternoon, we're gonna sit down and do a page turn through those 102 plan sheets or whatever we work our way.
I'm glad you
through
broke those,
tomorrow.
got to tell him.
Just for reference, I think 47 is the most we have right now.
What's that now?
47 plan sheets is the biggest project we have now.
So this is a little different than the current project where we're more focused on getting the lead service lines out. So it's not as mainline replacement heavy as these current projects are. So,
At least that was the thought,
that was the
until
thought.
you met with us.
Jason keeps adding stuff, but he doesn't take anything
Back
away.
there.
I don't know where the money's coming from. We're not sure it works.
It's still in there.
But, so no, we'll have those, do a page turn, probably take a couple times to get through those. And we'll start cleaning those plans up. Those plans aren't 100%, but they're far enough along, we can sit down and go through them. And then, as draftsman's are finishing up on contract 2, we'll, sit back down and go through this, at a later date.
How many contracts are you planning on for phase 3B?
I anticipate there being 4, 3 with line replacements and 1 being a meter replacement contract.
All right.
So it'd be 3 construction contracts, and the 4th one's gonna be a meter.
Now that's Edgewood and Adamston in that area.
Yes.
Down towards 19 towards Shenston.
Liberty Edition.
How about Liberty Edition going to the left? We have some of that. Does it go up very far?
Liberty Edition?
Huh?
Where's that at?
Liberty
Liberty
Edition.
Edition?
When you hang a left side going 19 this way, you go over 50.
No, there's, Sun Valley PSD takes off. So we're going as far as the water board currently serves. I'll forget the name.
Because it can't be too far because we took some, Junkins Avenue, we swapped out, then they gave us some area that we took over, and it was Sun Valley, but it was on the opposite side of 50.
Yes.
So we,
some of that kind of
and we
overlaps.
looped it in, it worked out for us pretty good. Okay,
And we're going out as far as the dollar store? How far we're going out?
No, we're just,
no, that wouldn't be that.
yes, we
far.
got Edgewood, up in Edgewood, we've got.
Oh, Edgewood.
100% line replacement, just such replacements.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dollar General up from the sewage plant.
That's out
That's
towards
on
Ford.
19.
And there's a Dollar General on the
Oh,
other.
that's right.
the other
Yeah, Wilsonburg, yeah.
There's some valve replacements out in that area, some bad valves in there, but replace those.
We're gonna replace this weekend.
Yeah.
So we might be able to take it off, say there's a little bit of savings
All right.
there.
Oh, yeah.
We need to keep, I talk enough, so let's keep the meeting moving because we get on side issues. Want to continue on with,
Yes, so is that all you need
Yes.
for 3B? So in summary, which is news to me, so we're gonna do 3 contracts, the 4th one's gonna be the meter. So, because we thought it was gonna be 5, I'm like, 5 different contractors on top of what we have going on. So that's good to know. That's good to know.
questions, guys? Paul? Chad? No. Okay, let's move on.
Moving on to actionable items, we have a payment requisition number 14 for
We have
phase 3A.
Several of them here, don't we?
And, Todd White here is going to present that one.
Okay, Todd.
Okay, so requisition 14, we had activity on contracts 1, 2, and 4. And there's reimbursement to the water board for customer side lead service replacements. In Brasher had an invoice. That was it. And requisition 14 totals $1,719,927.39.
I'll make a motion to approve that requisition in the amount of $1,719,927.39.
Okay.
But we have to look at that.
Is there a second?
I second that.
Okay.
You just told me.
It's been moved and seconded, and I'll sign all these in a minute. Okay, so we're gonna approve this, requisition number 14. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Let's move on to.
I would still have to look at that number.
Yeah, me too. And I wrote it down.
Can we go ahead and do these payments as we go along here? As you go through these reports? I'll go ahead.
Yes.
Sure. I'm only gonna sign this one here, right? For you,
Yeah,
requisition 14.
Those pages all tied over.
yeah, everything is marked there for you.
Well, they're all different things,
Uh-huh.
We have 3 of them ahead of us.
but there's, requisitions 3, 4, and 5, and change orders and so on need to be signed.
Yeah, those there are just motions. You don't have to sign those.
Oh, I don't?
Payment, yeah, those have already been paid out. Those will get certified and sent to him for reimbursement.
All right,
that's
so I can
requisitions
sign all
3,
these
4, and
then.
5. That's for customer service line replacements.
I think that's probably part of this requisition
Probably
here.
is,
Yes.
yeah. So he just, formality, because we paid it out. Remember, we are paying them and then getting reimbursed. So
All right, there's things.
payment requisitions 3, 4, and 5 is you're just approving, which I have them attached here,
Okay,
is our payments to Mid-State Plumbing and Air for the customer service line replacements on the customer side.
Yeah, it's not really requisitions, they're requests for payment. That's what those are. And the requisitions is the actual,
Well,
what Todd's got.
We're tracking them as requisitions.
I can see
No, we're tracking those requests for payments.
and I also have to sign.
Yeah.
I
But I
have,
try to keep that separate.
Man,
Yes.
time.
and I've also got to sign the stuff on the weather calculations and all that, so I'll sign them all.
Sign them all
Okay.
out. We're gonna approve them. Sign them all.
All right. Where's the
All right,
check?
what's up next?
So
Where's the
three,
check for you,
requisition 3, 4,
I'll make a
and 5.
motion to approve requisitions number 3, 4, and 5 for the lead service line replacement
All in
to
favor?
Mid-State Plumbing.
All in favor, say aye. Okay, move to second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, how about the next one?
We got a change order for contract number 1, number 2, and number 4. I'll make a motion to approve, and change order number 1, prepared by Thrasher Group. I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay,
I second.
Mistake.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna
Steve.
have to revise contract number 4 in the contractor's review. The price that they got back from Core Maine for doing the insertion valve has increased over what we were originally told, so we're still working through that to get that resolved. And rather than trying to just, I'd rather not just approve it.
No problem. So strike that
Price you
number
want.
4 out of my motion.
So I have with me tonight is, contract 1, change order number 2.
no, I'm not signing anything but these papers, so I don't know what you have.
I've got
He's
them.
got,
I'm not gonna sign them though.
So we can approve contract 1, change order number 2. That is for Bear Contracting in the amount of $17,250.
I'll make a motion that we approve.
Okay, so motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
and that's contract number 1, change order number 2.
With the amount of $17,250.
Now, why did they go up? Is that something I need to talk to Joey Saunders about? Because they need to honor their price.
Yes, I think it's worth it.
Okay, yeah, I'm not, they try that sometimes when we buy pipe and stuff, by the time we get the invoice in. Yeah, Gina's like, oh, that doesn't match the requisition.
I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you tomorrow. and-
Yeah, no. He's gonna honor the price that he gave us.
We should hold up there.
I would go ahead and approve it as he's got it here. And I just want to tell him that's what the board approved,
I'm gonna go ahead and process
because that's got the original price in it, right?
the original
That's
price.
what he's gonna, that's what.
All right, guys.
Contract number 4, change order number 1.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll make that motion to approve numbers as presented.
Okay, such a motion, is there a second? Any further discussion? They've had a lot of discussion going here. All in favor, say aye. I'll look at this, make sure.
I want him to explain to you, because That's a big number. He wants to go through that with you just
Okay.
for the record. Because that one is $577,469.60. That's a big one.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, definitely work through that. So the gist of that is, a lot of that is additional work that we requested the contractor to do. One is between Main and Pike Street on Oak Street. That was in the deductible alternates of the project that was not selected, but with the DOH going to pave that street, we went ahead and had the contractor replace that line. Same way with Monticello Avenue between Main and Pike Street.
Yeah.
It was taken out of the original contract, and then, Hope also replaced the line there, so we wanted to show that paving cost and minimize cost there, so we added that in. And then we've been talking about these insertion valves down at Wendy's. That's where we had the big sinkhole on the sewer line. The water line busted. There's about 150 additional feet of pipe we want to replace there. And to minimize water disruptions to Adamston, Staley, and forget the street,
Partway.
Out, wanted to minimize those disruptions, so the water board chose to use insertion valves there to minimize disruptions. Those are the bulk of that. The rest of the stuff's pretty minor, doing some of the recessed water meter lids. I added a few 1-inch water meters. But yeah, basically, it's a lot of additional work we've requested the contractor to do, basically ahead of schedule, instead of it being on the next project.
Yeah, because it was planned at a later time. We just
Yes.
moved it up now. It's just a matter of moving it into this phase.
Correct.
Okay, any questions, guys? We've already voted on it. Should explain what we just voted on. Okay, thank you. All right, what do we have next, Mr. Manager?
That is all for 3A and 3B.
There you are. Anything else? These things stick together. You're not gonna sign those two.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have to sign this one because I scribbled different numbers on it, so I'll get a
No,
fresh
no, we're not
copy.
gonna let you change numbers.
Yeah.
The next one is the Snake Hollow Road Water Line Extension Project. For a project update, I talked to Tim Wine. Maybe Friday, he called and he did make a trip out there to look. There was snow on the ground. He didn't get to see everything. So he's gonna make another trip out there where there's no snow on the ground to go ahead and terminate the, I guess they call it, he uses an acronym,
NOT, notice of termination.
NOT. Yeah, I guess he thought I knew what that meant. So yeah, he's gonna give us our NOT.
Tim's with the DEP.
Tim Line is with the DEP, yes. So, he doesn't see any, he just needs to actually see the fairground in order to issue the NOT. So that's forthcoming. So, but what actionable items for this agenda item, Steve's going to go over the certification of substantial completion, what you all need to approve, and authorize Al to sign off on.
So basically what that is, the certificate of substantial completion basically says all the work's done. I think it's the date of December 16th. That's when they came back in, put the additional riprap in that the the DEP requested. So that's when that work was completed, and then again, we submitted it to the DEP to basically end that. And then at this point, we've requested all the project closeout documents from the contractor, consent of surety, releases from all their suppliers, et cetera. So we'll start compiling all those closeout documents to this project.
Then we'll issue retainage, right?
Yes, yeah, we're still holding retainage and payment. They haven't requested payment for this work yet.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, so just need a motion from the board to approve the certificate for certification of substantial completion and to authorize President Alcox to execute that document.
I'll make that motion.
Let's second the motion. It's seconded. You got the wording from our general manager. Any further discussion? Pretty straightforward. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Okay.
Second Street.
Second Street Pump Station Project, I don't have any updates.
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. Casey Young got hold of us.
we wanted to get a specific date lined up when it's gonna come. So what he found out was the pump station should be completed by the end of February. And he's trying to get it set up for the first week of March to be delivered.
When you say set up power and concrete poured,
The concrete will be poured, and everything, and they'll just set it down. And then Scott and then we'll have to hook up the electric.
do we have, do we need three-phase up there? Is more
Yeah,
power already?
Today was supposed to be when the electric company was setting that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they had it lined up before, but the weather postponed that, and he said that they were supposed to be here at 14th, which is today.
Good. It
Now,
can take a while.
Scott has gotten, Scott, which is our electrician, he's gotten everything already taken
Looks
care
good.
of.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Good deal. Thank you, Bob.
Yep.
And I think you said everything, everything's in at the pipe,
Wait, hold on.
right up there. So as soon as that comes in, we're gonna get a hold of Grasher. Surveyors are gonna come up, mark everything. And then I think the first thing they're gonna do is plumb it and at least pour the pad so they can breathe. Just in case something comes up, they're gonna start doing the piping. So, cause this is coming in the last part of February, right?
It's supposed to be completed the last of February and hopefully be here the 1st of March.
Gives us some time, but you may have it done today. At least get the pad in.
All right, let's move right on past the THH here. What's the next thing on our agenda is?
Well, since we don't have Wiggins engineering services, we'll have Bob give an update because I know he's been working with Billy and his staff.
Yeah, Billy and his project manager showed, I think it was last Thursday, I believe.
Yes.
And they went around Friday.
Come in Thursday night, right? And then,
Yeah, it finished up on Friday. They came in Thursday. They went to Adamston, Despart, and then Friday morning finished up at the Clearwell so that the project manager could take a look, get his eyes on what was going on. So they left out of here with that, and they're supposed to start building stuff. So hopefully in the spring they'll be back. What they're going to do is they'll have those metal storage units, and everything will be fabbed inside of them, and then they'll just bring them out here and they're going to set them, and then they'll take them to the sites.
What do they think of our system, Bob?
They didn't think there'd be any issues other than the roads, getting them up there. They wanted to know if we knew anybody, hot shot around here that could haul those, those units. So, do you guys know of anybody?
power wise, do we have to do anything?
Yes, we do. Again, that's power company and us, but I told Billy, I've been after Billy to get me the electric that we need to get used. As far as the motors and all that stuff. He's supposed to get that back to me. I know Despart, we talked to the power company already about Despart. They're supposed to set a pole and then we're gonna run down the ditch line, underground to tie it in there.
Adamston, you have enough power?
Adam's still have to do the same thing there.
Same thing there.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm kind of standstill till Billy gives me, what,
Here
the usage
we
is
have
gonna
the
be.
power they need.
Again, we should, but I want him to send me the stuff so I can give it to Scott and he can look it over. I mean, whatever it is, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
It's just, we gotta wait on this cement boat.
This is gonna be the biggest unit out here,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Go ahead.
Just, I forgot to bring up the issue with independent and the possible claim. Discuss that.
Yes, I got an email on that from,
Executive session.
yes. Yeah, we'll do an executive session.
We'll do that.
Correct, general counsel.
Sir.
All right, we've got an actionable item there. We got payment requisition number 1 that's been prepared by Todd White here for this project. So take it away.
So requisition 1 is reimbursing the Clarksburg Water Board for payment of Wiggins and Wiggins and invoices 1 through 10 for Region 6. Total requisition 1 is $280,262.12.
Yep. All right, guys, what's your pleasure on this one?
I move to approve payment.
Second that.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, the security enhancement project. I attached another map again from last time. I don't know if you wanted to do a work session to discuss this, or how do you want to proceed? So we can get moving on it. We'll do a work session.
On the
Just
security
focused on
enhancements.
this.
That sounds good.
Just focused on the security.
Yeah.
Enhancement, just to have a work
We
session.
should get
so we
together
can-
for it.
So we can walk around the building and try to put some.
Yeah, let's do the schedule. We could schedule to get together. and do it.
Okay.
No 8 o'clock in the morning.
No.
You guys gotta start getting
Can
up
you
early.
get,
Yeah.
I suggest with me.
Day's halfway over, buddy.
I suggest if we get that pizza place over in Adamston, the owner treats us all to something while we're meeting. Anyway. Nice try, right?
okay, moving down to, Short Line Public Service District.
Yeah.
We have closed the office over there. Last day that was open was December 31st. As of January 1st, we are operating Short Line out of this office. We are in the process this week of moving all the files, here from Short Line. Friday, he's gonna have
Weather depending.
all the staff get a U-Haul. I think she's ready. Probably do it tomorrow if you want to do it.
Weather depending.
It's gonna be cold
But
tomorrow.
we're gonna be bringing all their files.
Right.
So we're gonna be bringing all their files over here. I'm gonna store them upstairs. So hopefully,
We're gonna go through them and get rid of the stuff we don't
Thinking
need.
about retirement.
yes.
No reason to store them.
Any old stuff.
You're saving all the print stuff out of it.
Correct. Yeah, they have a whole building full of stuff. Yeah. So, Starlight is operating out of Kathy's old office in here. And that arrangement will continue until we merge,
Should we actually
until we
take
take
it over?
over a Short Line, which hopefully sometime this year.
Yeah.
We can do that, but until then, she is the one and only employee left on Short Line's payroll. Again, she is a Short Line employee. She is not a Water Board employee. She will continue that arrangement until we take them over, and then she will merge into our staff at that point. So,
Can I just insert one thing?
Sure.
The takeover is pinned on the substantial completion of the short line improvement project.
that's what's holding us up, yes.
Because they got a lot of work they're still doing.
Yes, sir.
Yes. The vehicles, the board did agree to sell them to us for $100 each. Jason's got those titles. He's gonna take to the DMV probably tomorrow morning and get those titled to us, and we'll get our tags put on it. And so those will be assets of the water board. So, okay. Brought Clyde in. Clyde has been working. You didn't hear this, but he did. Clyde has been working since Thanksgiving constantly to do the conversion. And I'm gonna have him go through and tell you what he's done. Which he's done a lot. It's crazy the amount of work that he did in such a short amount of time. But I don't want to steal his thunder. I want to give you the floor, Clyde. Tell them exactly what you had to do, what you were dealt with, and what you had to convert it over into your system so it worked.
There's, in any conversion, you first have to learn the system that we're taking the data from. So that was our first challenge, and software vendor that they had, if you had a question, they would help you. But we had a lot of issues with formatting and determining what service locations still had meters involved, because when someone finds out it drops off, it doesn't read anymore with the system. So what we're doing right now is we are making sure that every meter, regardless of whether it has an active customer or not, is getting ready. That's the only way to tell if water's being used. So we've gone through all of that, and it's a matter of just identifying all the data on the old system, bringing it in, writing conversion programs to format and import it into our system, then balance all of the outstanding accounts and any deposits that the customers have made. And we balanced that perfectly. We balanced it to the penny. And the other things that we had to do was, right now we're working on the meter reading system. So it's a brand new one that we haven't seen before, but we're writing the import and export for that meter reading system. Yesterday, we were able to import all of our information into that meter reading system. And then next week, we're going to test taking it out and reading it and exporting it back. So I don't anticipate any issues with that. We went live with this data on the 6th.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So, and it was amazing that the number of shoreline customers that actually came in, that we had about 30% of their customers come in and pay within the first 5 days of being live. It was
That's
really surprising.
great.
So, but so far, no hiccups, but I'm sure we're gonna see things as we go, but that's okay. That's anticipated. There's nothing that we're not gonna be able to handle.
Positive feedback we've got from the customers, smooth transition. You can't get any more smooth than this. And he's to thank for
Good
that.
job, good job.
Yeah, we're
Very smooth transition,
very fortunate to have your expertise here. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
very smooth transition. And it's, I mean, when you take a software like they had, and he was walking me through as he went through the different stages of it. I mean, as my dad would say, he took, he would say, take a pig's ear and make a silk purse out of it. That's basically what he did. Because that system was not very good.
A little archaic.
Yes.
And we ended up bringing a lot of their history in. I mean, all of their history we brought in, as long as there was a tenant to be found for it. And the thing about 1.3 million records we brought in for shoreline.
Wow.
History, all that. He's brought all that in. He's brought everything in and balance to the penny. Balance to the penny. Now, with that, we have some erroneous calculations. And this is something that we discuss with Tim, and that's something that their board's going to have to address, not us. If we've got their customers that's got 1-inch meters and larger, but they only have 1 inch and 2 inch, that's it. They were being overbilled.
They were being overbilled.
Overbilled. Calculations were incorrect. And that's not a little bit, we're talking $300 and above.
So that's an issue. How many people to have?
Thank God they don't have a lot of 1 and 2 inch.
Yeah, they only have 3 2-inch meters and 5 1-inch meters. The 2-inch meters took the biggest hit because what it looked like it was doing was calculating the usage and then adding the minimum on top of it. And that's not the way the tariff reads.
So you have that corrected.
It is
going
correct.
forward.
They're going to see a huge deduction, those customers.
But
We're going heroes, at least for that
that's
small pool.
That's on their dime, not us.
Yeah, they need to decide like how far back are they going to, yeah. So that's something their board's going to have to address, not us. Just letting you know, that's something that they're going to have to address.
Okay.
But going forward, yes, the billing is 100% accurate based on their tariff.
All right, thank you. Good job,
Thank you,
Clyde.
Again, Clyde, commend you for a job well done.
Thanks. All that job should call you Mr. Lowers, not Clyde. Good job. All righty, anything now?
I know we have some issues out there that we're gonna have to bring to their board. But again, transparent, let you all know that there's some issues out there. We ran into it yesterday with their contractors over there, or something we're gonna have to address. But again, open and transparency. We don't hide behind the scenes. You want to give them a little lowdown on some of the issues we're having out there, which affected a lot
Some
of
of the
customers.
jobs they've done have been put back very neat. And 9 hours for the 2-inch valve. is just
9 hours for a 2-inch valve,
Okay.
ridiculous.
4 hours at best.
Technical term.
We
Well-
put our, when we went out last night, 3.5 hours, we had the valve out and put in.
But we're looking into
And we had a
that.
lot of mad customers at us, just
Yeah.
taking over something and not having communication out there. Cloud's going to fix that. We're going to get a Starlink apparatus to put on our trucks out there. We have no communications with our staff out there, and that is hard. They're calling in, say, I don't have communications with our staff. I don't know how long it's going to be. And they're just going, there's no cell phone service out there.
Yeah.
So we're going to correct that by deploying these. We're going to try one to see how it is out there. And if it's good, then we're going to put them on
What are you going to deploy?
Starlink,
Starlink.
a portable Starlink that goes
For
on
the
top.
mobile
We'll
one,
call you on.
Have you checked in a cell phone booster first?
That's what
we
he's
got
got.
one, sucks.
Don't work.
Oh, it won't work if there's no cell phone service there.
It doesn't do anything. Yeah.
It'll pick up a little bit here and there.
If there was
I
absolutely no.
understand how they work. We see it in oil and gas. There's a number of different brands, but it's going to be cheaper probably.
I've got the same one that the police department and all them run. I got it off. Our guy does our lights and stuff.
It's got a booster, it's got the thing under a seat and everything.
Yeah, it's got a booster and everything on it. It's just, everything's down in the valley down there. Now, when I go up high, I can get service.
It's being down in that valley.
Yeah.
And that was a test run last night. I don't like to be in that situation. We have, even if they had an emergency out there, I mean, we're dead in the water out there. You know, and when we're doing service orders, we can't get that information back to here until they get in cell phone service, and then it starts downloading stuff.
And then Sterling, it's definitely.
Yeah, it's a little more, it's $150 for the equipment, I think.
$250, I think it
$250.
is.
And then the services, how much a month?
I don't know yet, it's not
You know,
outrageous, it's less than $100.
Yeah, it's not cost prohibitive.
All right, let's move on.
So that's, and then anything on your end out there that's of note that needs to be addressed?
No, I addressed it with you this morning.
Okay,
Next item. We have the security thing. We're going to do that at another meeting.
yes,
So going
the
down
next
through
thing,
here.
Summit Park, I just wanted,
Yeah.
I wanted, Tim to give you, an update on the, acquisition update on that.
Thank you. We have a final order from the Public Service Commission approving the conveyance. The board's guidance has been that we'll move forward when the sanitary board is ready as well. The sanitary board is lagging. But we expect that will be finished from the Public Service Commission mid-February. We had, and Jessica talked about the planning meeting we had today, but we're moving forward with an approval, just waiting on our sister utility to come up on this way.
Yeah, we had a planning meeting here right before this meeting. It's very productive. We'll have another follow-up, meeting, next month, February the 10th, at 9 a.m. at Summit Park's office. It was very, very productive. I think everybody knows what everybody's role in this is going to be. Mr. Lowers is going to go through and see how long the conversion is going to take to kind of set our timeline. We tentatively set April 1st. Is that
realistic?
Is that a realistic number? Or a realistic date, he's going to tell us.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be April or May, somewhere in that ballpark. But yeah, we kind of ironed out a lot of things today. That 50-minute meeting was really productive. So
Really, the closing would be, closing on April 1st or whenever we finally do that, would be just signing off on a bill of sale, conveying the deed and all the real property. So we've got a good plan. It's just a matter of getting the data converted.
yeah, and most of the assets is owned by sewer. It's the lowest has the most money. So I mean, we're going to get leak locators and things like that.
Minimal stuff, but
The bulk of the assets is going to go to the sewer. They own the office, they own
the
the
building,
building,
they
they own
own
the
the
truck.
building too. Because they have,
The outbuilding, the office building.
well, they have to have someplace to work out for there.
Yep,
Okay.
and the truck, all those big assets is up on the sewer.
Unless we get in the sewerage business, we might take over no.
No,
That's good.
not yet.
That's why sewage costs so much more.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on then.
Just one last comment, Mr. President.
Yes.
There's all kinds of details in these transactions, but the great thing about what we're doing here is everybody's working together in good faith.
Yes,
So we'll get this thing done.
Good deal.
exactly right.
All right. Thank you, Counselor. The Christmas Eve,
Yeah, that was,
we need to
When-
ratify that to put it in the employee handbook.
yes, because when I asked you all about that, I know you made the comment that should be in there anyway.
It should be in there. I mean, the bank generally closes Christmas, not New Year's Eve, but Christmas Eve.
Right, Christmas Eve, and I said, well, let's ratify it at the next meeting, so that's why it's on here.
And I asked him about if it's a Sunday or Monday, Christmas Day, what happens to the people that have to work and they get that half-day holiday pay? Because they don't even be on the fair, if the people that work out here.
Operators, I said, yeah, they get paid.
Okay, guys, we didn't vote on that, put it in the employee handbook.
I'll make a motion that we put this,
Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve closing at noon. You make a motion?
Yes.
Second on it?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Not hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Thank you
Motion
very much.
carries, okay?
All right, board member, employee reports, board member have a
No.
Move to go into executive session.
I said that.
Under the, these things here, executive under code 6, whatever,
6-9.
attorney-client privilege, whatever.
B12.
All right, man, he knows it.
B12, isn't that the
But
bottom?
it's a motion, who's going to be present? Our attorney, our manager, and Steve will be in it for part of it. Okay, that's it. And let's stop for 5 minutes. Let's take a break.